You're listening to Spreaker Web Radio.
Hi, this is Kelly, and it's Wake Up with Kelly Hawkins, Thursday, July 12th, and I hope everyone is doing great. Spreaker's working great for me. I listened to yesterday's broadcast, and it sounded alright, you know. I searched around a little bit. I didn't do a really extensive search, but for unlimited sharing, I couldn't find one in my very limited search that had unlimited audio. So what I'm going to do is, or what I did do is post it on YouTube and then put it on kellyhawkins.info. So hopefully you'll that'll work out alright. What I'm going to do is on my website, kellyhawkins.info, I'm going to right now I just have the one link for archive, and I'm going to have two: archive for audio and archive for video. I can do that. That's easy on Weebly. So if you want to see a video show, you can immediately find the videos, and they won't get lost in the sea of audios. Because I'm hoping to do one every night. Like, even tonight, I didn't have a topic, and I was like, well, I still want to do a show tonight just because I want to get in the habit of doing one every night. And so, kind of like my topic is my plans for the radio show. So probably not tomorrow night's show, but Monday nights is what I was talking about with my friend Carlos. Hi, Carlos, who probably is a listener. He posted the link to the last show on his wall, so he's most likely a listener. And on my live stream video, pretty sure it was my last episode, I was talking about how I wanted people to do their own live streaming and making their own YouTube videos and their own accounts. So I figure Carlos would maybe inspire you to do it for yourself. And so he would make a great guest. So looking forward to that. And yeah, I would really like to have guests on the show. I don't know how many people will be brave enough to come on, but it would be nice to have guests or call in. I could give myself a Skype call-in number, and then when I was on the air, people could call in. You know, that would be like a real radio show. I don't know anyone who'd be brave enough to call in either, but you never know. It could happen. Let's see. Today was alright at work, and then when I got home from work, I watered. I have a few tomato plants outside. I have even more in a pot, and then I had some organic cucumber plants in a pot, and they weren't growing at all. They've been the same size for 2 months. So I don't know if they'll do any good, but I put them in the ground to see if maybe they'll grow some more. But before I had 9 plants in the ground, but I lost most of them when I went to protest Bilderberg. I came back, I only had 2 plants, and then a third one kind of came back to life, but I lost a lot of plants. I don't know, I've heard different stories about how they died, and it doesn't really matter, because truthfully, the reason I planted so many together, that close together, was because I figured I'd take the ones that were the best survivors, and I'd leave those, and I'd weed out the ones that weren't doing as well because they were kind of um, too close together in my garden. Um, so I wasn't really, really upset that I only have three left. I thought I only had two, but that I only have three left. And I used part of that garden to put the cucumbers in. And we'll see how they do. I'm not really hoping much for them. They kind of look like they're dying, but they're having little flowers, so maybe I'll get a couple cucumber vines. That would be nice. Because cucumbers and tomatoes taste great together. And let's see. What else? Yeah, I didn't really have a topic. I was looking at some news stories, just like maybe I could talk about some of the news. And then I decided against it. But here, let me go ahead and go to Google. There was one story that looked kind of interesting. Let me see what that was. Oh yeah, it was about a former internet company that was worth millions. That's now worth half a million. Let me see if I can find that. Business. Here we go. And it's now. Wait, maybe here it is. Yeah, here it is. It's under technology. Now I'm loading it. Okay. Once a social media star, Dig sells for $500,000. Dig Incorporated, a social media pioneer once valued at more than $160 million, is selling for the deeply discounted price of about $500,000. Three people familiar with the matter said. And this is on the Wall Street Journal technology section. So that just shows you how overinflated things can be. 160 million. 160 million. Nothing. You think they ever got their 160 million? No. And now they're trying to sell it for 500,000. That's what they're trying to sell it for. Who knows if they will or not. Ah, I'm like going over the article. They raised $45 million from prominent investors, including Facebook investor Greylock Partners, LinkedIn Incorporated founder Reid Hoffman, and venture capitalist Mark Andreessen. Wow. They received higher offers from bidders that included technology and publishing companies and startups, but ultimately divided BetaWorks had the best plan for reviving its brand, these people said. Oh, so they could have sold it for more. I think. I don't know. Yeah, BetaWorks, yeah. So they're saying they could have sold it for more, but they sold it for less than they could have because they wanted the company to stay because they had the best plan. And because they hired 50 members of Dig's engineering team and more than half of the company's overall staff. Okay, so wow. That's like I had a boyfriend who he invested in Yahoo when they were big and he lost all his money. An ex-boyfriend. He didn't lose all his money because he didn't invest all his money in Yahoo, but he lost all the money that he had invested in Yahoo completely. That's like everybody says that everything was such a boom in the Clinton years because, technology business soared. And there was a lot of people hired for these companies that weren't real. They were internet companies. They weren't real product. They didn't have You couldn't have a futures market, you know? I don't know. It's just people spend so much money on nothing. A domain name. That's nothing. My domain name costs, for two of my domains, it's less than $20 a year, or about that. But these domain names are for some reason worth millions of dollars. And and the whole industry, the technology boom during the Clinton era, that wasn't real. I mean, the money that the people made and they got into the people's hands, the employees, I guess that was real. But the money that was loaned out, that was fractional money. It wasn't real money. It wasn't backed by anything. The banks wrote it, loaned it to somebody. The money never existed. It's a sham. The economy is a sham. I saw a really good video about it that maybe I'll play on my live stream this weekend. Hey, that's a good idea. If you really knew how money was invented and how money worked, well, not the concept of money, but I say money was invented because that's what it comes out of thin air. And they lent it to these companies that didn't, for their domain name. I mean, they don't have any product. It's all intellectual. It's phony. you know? And that was why Clinton did so well. Because of all these phony businesses with phony money. And they had a few real employees. You know? And people are finally starting to realize it. That's why when Facebook, they went public and they started selling, selling stocks. The stocks actually went down in price after they started selling them because people are realizing that it's a sham. Now, a lot of people are saying, am I even recording? I don't even see myself. Oh, there I am. I had the wrong tab open. But a lot of people are saying to buy gold. They say that gold is the only true money, gold and silver. But I disagree with that because for me, for something to have worth, it needs a use. It needs a practical use. I mean, yes, there are technological uses for gold, but I still think the price of gold is overinflated. And it'll probably go up. I mean, I was saying that when gold was half the cost, half the price that it is now. And I was kind of like, well, I wish I had the money, then I would have invested in gold, and I could have doubled my money, and that doesn't happen very often in life. But I didn't have the money anyways, and I don't know, it just seems wrong to, I mean, for one thing, the way they get gold is, I'm trying to think of the right word, and I can't think of the right word. But the way they get gold is from African slave labor. It's like diamonds. They go to these African mines, and they have this people who are paid a pittance, barely enough to live off of, and and they live in horrible conditions, to go dig this gold. And I don't feel right investing in something like that. That's not the way I want to make my money. I mean, if there was used gold, and I know there is, once they mine it out, it doesn't get destroyed, unless somebody's really stupid. But I don't know anyone that's stupid that would destroy gold. Well, there are people. Um, you know, I'm if there's like an old gold coin or old gold something, yeah, I would use it, but I wouldn't feel right buying anything new. It's like fur. I do wear used fur. I do wear or vintage fur, And a lot of people would think that was wrong of me. Um, but even when I was a vegetarian, I did. I had this, I don't even know what it was, but I found one at a thrift store and I sewed it onto my purse. And because it's recycled, you know? I don't feel guilty doing that, recycling things that way. But I would never like buy something fur that was made that somebody that an animal died specifically to make for me, that I bought it new. I would never do that. But vintage fur I do. Fake fur I do. I kind of feel bad wearing fake fur anyways because it's like all polyester. you know, it never it doesn't biodegrade. I guess it could be recycled if they had to use fake fur recycling plant, turn it into plastic bags, or make fake fur out of plastic bags, something like that. I could go for that. Okay, all right, about 17 minutes so far, and so I thought that was real interesting news. That might be my show for my video show is fractional reserve banking. That's a really good topic. The cartoon I saw was so awesome. I would love to show that on my show. I don't know how long it was though. It seemed kind of long. It seemed like it was a half hour. In which case, I don't think I can put it on my show because my show doesn't last. I mean, it lasts that long. I could have it last that long. I haven't yet, but I don't know. Maybe I'll just favorite it on YouTube or something. Do it that way. Okay, so let's see if there's another good topic. See, the thing is, I don't like getting my news from mainstream news sources. Let me go ahead and look to see what's on here. Yeah, nothing else. Let's see what's over here. Blah. Kindle Fire gets Android 4.1 Jelly Bean port. What the hell is a Jelly Bean port? No, I don't want one. Now, if they had a Gummy Bear port, I could go for that. As long as it was an organic Gummy Bear. Let's see. Yeah, I couldn't find anything in the news. And yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the show a little bit early. I wanted to do like as long as I could. Oh yeah, yesterday when I was doing my show, I lost my internet connection. Oh, I got a little chat thing. I wonder if that's real. Oh yeah, I did get a chat. Hi. I thought it was one of those like ads that said that I had a chat, but it was actually a real person. I'm guessing. Okay, so oh yeah, so I was about to so yesterday when I was doing my show, I got disconnected from the internet and it cut my show off in the middle of broadcasting. So that's why the show yesterday ended so abruptly. I'm chatting. I never chat. I used to chat all the time. when I was younger, but I haven't really been chatting in gosh, years, not even on Facebook. I've started actually logging into my Facebook chat, hoping that people will start to chat with me, but no one really has. So, um, yeah, like every once in a while I'll send out a message on Facebook, but I don't actually like chat, you know. But it still shows up in the chat, I guess. But I'm old fashioned. From back in the day when they had different messages on Facebook, when they had messages and chat, now they integrate it, which I don't know. I don't think any of the changes that from Facebook in the last 2 years have really been that good. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, I guess I've talked about everything I wanted to talk about today. I appreciate you listening, and thank you. Goodbye. If I can figure out how to turn this off. Yesterday it turned off by itself just because it could. Because I got disconnected, but now I don't know how to do it. I guess that exit button. Maybe this button? Commercial break? Alright, bye. I'm just gonna hit exit. That should work. Oh, yeah, it's asking me if I really want to exit. And I do because I don't have anything else to say. So, okay. Now it's asking me again. Oh, wait. Stop button. Okay, dead air. I'm sorry. I can't see. This is actually kind of funny. Okay, I'll get it. I'll get it.